Welcome to today's practice. It's all about moving a little bit more. You're going to take one of your blocks, so make sure you have both of them nearby, and we'll possibly get to a strap a little later on. So take one of your blocks, place it on the lowest height, and just take a seat almost at the edge. So still comfortable enough that you're just getting a little bit of height. You're going to feel like you have a little bit more space between the hips or in the hips now. And if it's uncomfortable to be here, by all means, go back to just a regular seated position on your mat. Take an inhale, lift the arms all the way up. Now lace the fingers and then just lengthen a little bit more towards the sky. Drop the shoulders down. Exhale, take them down. I'm going to do that a couple more times. Another breath in. Lengthen. Breath out there. Last one. Now we're just going to take the left hand, take it across to the right thigh, and then just take your right fingertips behind you and then just take a little twist of the spine. Same thing on the other side. Take an inhale, take it across, and just feel that little bit of lengthening, a little bit more. Maybe even the crown of the head feels like it's lifting up a little bit. And release. Let's take that one more time. Inhale and exhale to slightly twist. Other side. Hopefully that second time you felt a little bit more opening up. So even though we're just beginning, you're starting to hopefully feel the body just kind of adapt a little bit and go a little bit further. Okay, so come away from the block. We're coming into puppy to start. So take the knees about hip width apart, come down to the forearms, walk them forward, place the palms to touch, and then sink the hips back slightly. So you still want to feel like the hips are still lifting up in the air. They're not sitting too far back towards the heels. The fingertips are maybe facing up towards the sky, or you can take them a little further back so that the thumbs can come to make contact with the upper back. As you take each out breath, imagine your chest sinking closer to the mat. One more breath. Slowly take the hands away from the back of the head or the upper back, and then just use a little support from the forearms to come on up. Okay, in your tabletop position, we're coming in for a little bit of bird dog. So you still want to feel that sense of pushing the floor away, that same alignment that we like to focus on with the shoulders stacked above the wrists, hips stacked above the knees. Curl the toes under for maybe feeling a little, so that it might help you with a little bit more stability. So you're going to take the shoulders, again, take them away from the ears, and then lift the right arm up. Now just skim the left toes down the mat, so you're still kind of letting them stay on the floor. Feel a little sense of pulling the front ribs towards the back ribs, and now lift the back leg. See if you can feel that without lifting or raising up that hip. You still want to feel that sense of dropping it down or keeping it even and in line. On your exhale, draw the knee in, draw the elbow back. Take another inhale. Still keep the length in the spine. Exhale. Inhale. One more time. Exhale. And then drop it down. Take a couple of cat-cows in between. So inhale, lift the chest, lift the tail, draw your gaze up. Breath out as you dome the upper back. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. And then take your gaze back up again. So setting up again, feel that pushing away of the floor, that bracing of the waist. Take the left hand forward, skim the right toes back, feel the belly draw in around the waist, and then lift that back leg. Exhale, Knee back, elbow forward. Still feel like you're pushing that floor away with that standing or supported hand. Last one. And take it down. Cat, cow again. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, come into your downward facing dog. Find it. Let's walk the dog out a little bit. So press one heel down towards the floor, bend one knee a little deeper. On your inhale, you're going to switch the legs, pressing down on the exhale. Just take your time. And then both heels down. Let's see if we can stay here for a couple of breaths. Lift the right leg up, inhale. On your exhale, step it through. We're setting up heel to arch alignment. So draw the back heel down. Take a peek, see if we're lining up properly, front heel to the back arch. And then coming up into reverse warrior. So feel that opening or that rotation outward of the thigh. And that drawing away that big, beautiful stretch in the side of the body. Just enjoy that for a moment. Now find lots of length through that front leg and continue to reach. And then exhale, spin both of the arms back down. Downward facing dog. Left leg lifted up. Step it through. So we're going to be a little bit more active, like I said, in this practice. It's about moving a little bit more. So reverse warrior. So that's where we're kind of jumping in a little bit right away. Lengthen through the front leg, reach. Still feel a sense of the shoulders drawing down away from the ears. Spin it down. Downward dog. Right leg up, inhale. Step it through. Reverse warrior. Next breath in, lengthen. On your next breath out, release the top arm. Turn the right toes to face forward. So now both toes are facing forward. We're coming in for that wide-legged forward fold. You may want to take a block here for a little support. So you can just take it on the height that feels comfortable. I'm going to lose my block and just come down to the hands. Now, take your right hand just kind of in towards the center line of the chest. Press the floor away. Take the shoulders back. Lift the left arm up. I guess I'm not mirroring you anymore. I tried at the beginning. Now, exhale, take that top arm down. Push the floor away. So any arm you start with, doesn't really matter. We're doing the same thing on both sides. And then walk yourself back towards the front of your mat. Take a downward dog. Lift the right leg up, inhale. Step it through. Reverse, come on up. Find your length. Exhale. That center forward fold or that wide-legged forward fold. And then again, take your stretch in between. Replacing the hand. Now this time, walk your hands towards your left foot. Now you're going to bend or lift up as you turn, as you're walking towards it. Turn the left toes to face a little bit more out on the angle towards the maybe back corner of your mat. Lift that heel up and also at the same time lifting the toes up of the long leg. So again, you may want to take a block to just give you a little support here as we stretch through the inner thigh. And then lose the block. Use your hands again for some support, or in fact, you can keep your block if that helps a little bit to give you a little bit more push. Okay, and then we're going to turn towards the back of the mat into parallel feet crescent lunge. Exhale, take the hands down. Step the feet back, or step that foot back. Take the knees down for your first chaturanga. Exhale. All the way down to the belly. Roll the shoulders. Inhale. Tuck the toes. Downward facing dog. Left leg lifts up. Inhale. Step it through. This time our reverse warrior is here. Lengthen the front leg. On your exhale, spin it down. Turn the left toes more forward now. We're in the center line. So place that one hand in the center of the chest. Lift up. Replace the hand. Push and lift. So take the block with you. Walk it over this time to the opposite foot. You're going to turn this time the right toes on an angle to face the top corner of the mat. Okay, you're going to bend that knee, lift the heel, at the same time lifting the toes. So if this doesn't feel fun, doesn't feel accessible for you, by all means stay here and maybe just do a stretch where you're using the block to just open the inner thighs like this. Take a little higher height if you want to. And as I mentioned in another video, you can even build up the height of the blocks like this. Nice little stretch. So she says. Okay, and then press it back up. Turn the hands, lift the back heel. Feet are parallel, crescent lunge. Exhale, hands down. If you feel comfortable enough to take your plank from the toes, do so. Or your chaturanga from the toes, upward dog, downward dog. Take a moment, come on down. Take a child's pose. Keep in mind that through our challenges, we're going to find them, we're going to face them, but there's always a way that we can tweak or find some solution to create some support. So it's calling on props. Okay, think about the parallels of that with life. I've had to learn that many times myself about asking for help and calling on others. So as we move through the practice, these are some nice things to consider. It's not always an easy road, but we get to face our challenges head on. We're going to move through, again, the pose is a little bit faster this time. It's a little bit more intense, faster practice. Come into your downward facing dog. Right leg inhale. Reverse warrior. Find the length. Exhale, sweep it down. Come into that wide-legged forward fold. Press the floor away, lift up, one arm. Exchange it, lift, inhale. Like I said, take whatever you need. So if it's the block, building the blocks, or just a mild stretch here, then do so. If you want to come in for the fuller stretch here, then just make sure that you're lifting up the heel of that bent leg. Come on through, crescent lunge, lift up the back heel, inhale. Sweep the hands forward, halfway forward, or sweep the hands back. Inhale, lift up. Take the hands back down. Chaturanga. Upward dog. Downward dog. Left leg, inhale. Lift it up, step it. Reverse. Lengthen. Take it down into the middle. Press away, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Take your side stretch. Bring it back up. Crescent lunge. Sweep it. So hands are coming back, chest is going forward. We're just leaning halfway forward. So there's a nice long line from the crown of the head all the way to the heel of the back foot. Bring it up. Take it down. Downward dog. We're adding on one more. Inhale. Step it in. Reverse. Lengthen. Take it down. Center line. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Take it down. Take your stretch. Bring it back up. Crescent lunge. Sweep the arms back. Bring it back up. And then this time, step the back foot or creep the back foot in. We're coming into warrior three. Hug the hip in. Drop that hip down of the long leg that's coming up or that's rising up. Open the chest. Take the hands back. Take that back foot down. Hands down. Downward dog. If you wanted to take a flow there, chaturanga, upward dog, downward dog, by all means take it. Left leg, inhale. Step it through. Reverse. Lengthen as you breathe in. Take it down. Both toes facing forward, or both feet facing forward. Inhale. Other side. Take your side stretch. Hopefully feeling a little sweaty, a little warm. Bring it back up. Crescent lunge, set it up. Sweep the hands. Bring it back. And I think I forgot something again, but let's sweep the hands back and then we'll creep the back foot in. Come into our warrior three. Open the chest. Feel that back leg, that lift of the inner thigh towards the ceiling or the sky. Whatever you want to imagine. If you need a little bit more bend in that standing leg, then take it. Take the top or the back leg down. Inhale. Let's take that flow on this side. Step the foot back. Chaturanga. Press it up. Downward dog. Beautiful. Come down to the knees. We're going to sit in here or Virasana a little bit. So grab both of your blocks. So what I want to do is I want to stack the blocks like this. So on the lowest height, but one on top of the other. I want to have it behind me so that I can take my feet on either side. So I'm just kind of hugging the blocks in with my feet. And then I'm going to take a seat. So if I need to move a little bit further back, I'll do so. So I'm kind of slightly actively pressing the blocks in with my feet. Opening the chest. So thinking nice and tall in the spine. And then I'm just going to take my hands back. So I'm going to open the chest a little bit more. Feel the shoulder blades coming really close to one another. If the head feels comfortable to fall back, allow it to fall back. If not, just keep your gaze forward. So it's kind of a half hero, half camel. Okay, we're just opening up the front of the thighs a little bit. If the two blocks feels like too much and you have a lot of flexibility here, lose one of the blocks and have a seat. And you can do the same thing. And then just take your time to come forward. Take the blocks away. So we see there's a little supported hero there. And then come onto your back. We're going to go into half happy baby. So this is where you may need your strap. So keep it close by. Lay on your back. We're going to take the right leg out first. Draw the left knee in towards you. Take your hand to the outside of the foot. And we're just going to open the hip. So imagine kind of, again, opening the hip like a book or, you know, a butterfly is opening up to take flight. And then we're going to press the knee a little bit closer towards the floor. I don't even want to so much say the knee as thinking about opening the hip. Don't really take your focus too much on the knee. I probably regret saying that. But it really is that stacking. So more so with the knee is to think about the stacking of the ankle over top of the knee. So this is where the strap can come in. If it feels like too much, you can't reach the foot, take your strap around your foot, and then you can always open out a little bit there. And if it's too much to keep that other leg straight, you can bend it. One more breath. Let it go. Take that leg out. Just enjoy a little relief in the hip crease. Maybe just shake the feet a little bit. And then this time you're going to draw the right knee in. Take the outside of the foot if it feels right. If not, grab your strap. But just keep in mind that stacking. And also keep in mind that hip of the opposite leg, and just maybe take your hand to the front hip bone and just give a soft encouragement down towards the floor. Take a couple more big breaths. Just slowly let that go. Take the legs out. Arms out. And then definitely always keep in mind that if it's a little pressure on the lower back and you want to bend the knees and just feel kind of a little bit more length or drawing of the tailbone down towards the direction of the feet, then do that and just allow yourself to feel soft and relaxed. So you don't have to worry about that tension or feel like you might be doing something wrong. Just allow the hands and feet to feel soft. Imagine what it's like to allow the brain to feel soft. What does that even mean? What does that feel like or look like for you? It's just as soft as the breath. There's no challenge for it to focus on or solution that it needs to come up with. It's just in a state of being and quiet. Relax your face. Take in any sensations that are really allowing you to just feel whole, feel like yourself. Congratulate yourself today for taking the time to move a little bit more, to challenge a little bit more. And at the same time, to soften a little bit more. Sometimes remembering that we are multifaceted people and we are capable of doing so many different things. And that's a good thing. We show up as we need to,
when we need to. I thank you again for sharing your practice with me today. Namaste.